Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Hawthorne Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 1st of October 2022. I'm going to look at the 7th race from Hawthorne, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for racecourses around the world. Let's look at the featured 7th race from Hawthorne, which I guess is kind of their meat feature for the season. The 7th race, it's the Hawthorne Derby. It's going for a purse of $100,000, race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 9 horses heading to the lawn, the distance of ground of 1,800 meters, or a mile and 1/8 on the turf course. 1,800 meters, a mile and 1/8 here in the Hawthorne Derby. Years ago, it wasn't a grade one race, but you would always see some random horses from New York always come here to win, or the Mid Atlantic region, and it was always one of my favorite races. It used to be run towards the middle to end of October, but this year they're going to run it early, which I quite like. I kind of wish, hopefully, in the next few years when they get the slots in Illinois, they could bring this race back to a better glory and also bring back the Hawthorne Gold Cup. I liked when the last few runnings of the Hawthorne Gold Cup. I loved how they ran it Thanksgiving weekend. That was a really cool kind of race there. My top selection here, I'm going to go take the 2-horse Speaking Scout, 2-6-4-1 for me in the superfecta. 2-6-4-1 super, top selection 2-horse Speaking Scout, 3-year-old Gelding by Mr. Speaker, Grand Motion Trains, Jared Loveberry gets the mount, blinkers off today. Most recent outing came at Kentucky Downs, mile 5/16 on the 5th of September in the Dueling Rounds Derby, and the horse finished 7th by 8 1/4 lengths that day, was drawn 10 of 12 that day. He was stupidly wide, and he just hadn't handled the quirky course. He moved his way up in the middle, but then just completely crumbled. Regearing here, lesser quality horses back to the turf. I think he's in a better spot to win. 2 back in the Bald Eagle Derby at Laurel, mile 3/16 off the turf on the 6th of August. He finished fourth by 10.5 lengths that day, and he was with them early on, but then just kind of hit the wall late. Not his preferred surface. And then the Kent at Delaware, mile 9th on 2nd July. He finished 4th by 4 lengths, and he just had a little bit of a tough trip. He moved a little bit late, but he needed to get an easier race there. And then a race that he absolutely had a horrible trip was the Audubon at Churchill, mile 9th on the 4th of June. He finished 8th by 10 3/4 lengths. Didn't break so well. He got shuffled out of it from Wapostra. Also, he was running on a very weird playing turf course, so you could put a definite line through that race. His most recent victory came in late April at Keeneland over the mile 3/16 in the Lounge race for 110,000, winning by a length from Wapostra. He stalked, he got the lead, he quickened up nicely, and all around good race. His buyers are up to scratch with these horses. At 3-1, I'm going to use him. The 6-horse Encourage, coming from the Kenneth McPeak Parn. Excuse me, I think he's your second likeliest winner. He's a winner of his last 2, one at Kentucky Downs and one at Ellis, facing some tough horses. He's on the up and up since coming to the grass. We'll definitely use him at 7-2. But to recap my selection for the 7 from Hawthorne, it is the Hawthorne Derby. Let's take the 2-horse Speaking Scout. Give kudos to the 6-horse Encourage. 2-6-4-1 super, 2-6 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.